And we are doing something special, and that is the Crazy Crust Pizza. And we watched Whippoorwill Holler make hers, and she had a couple of tips for it. So we are making that tonight. I actually got a brand new Lodge cast iron skillet in the mail today. They're called Blackstones. And you can tell how easy it is to pick this up. It's a lightweight cast iron skillet. I'm super excited to use it. It says the original Lodge. On the back, it says the original Lodge Foundry and Blacklock 1896. Anyway, I'm super excited to get it. I just wanted to see how it was. And it is a little bit larger than my regular 10-inch cast iron pizza, 10-inch cast iron skillet. I don't know if it's because mine's so old you can't even tell who it belongs to anymore or what. But anyway, this is 10.25. I'm excited to use it.
I saved the thing over there if you want to show it to me.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we got one pizza in the oven, and it has to bake for 20 minutes. At 400 degrees, you make the crust, you put the meat on it, you put it in the oven for 20 minutes, then you get it out and put more toppings on it. So while this is finishing up cooking, we got 10 minutes. I'm going to prep some cheese and talk about what we're using. We've already browned our Swaggerty sausage. We're using the Italian Swaggerty sausage. I have some in length, but this was actually just, a flat pack where you don't have to take it out of the link. Italian sausage, and we've got it browned already over here. So that's going to be really delicious. And let me grab something to put this cheese in. And we'll grate this cheese.
And we're going to show you how to make the crust.
Yes.
Here in a minute, but now we're dealing with this pizza.
I'm doing 2 pizzas.
Yep.
This one's going to come out of the oven. We're going to top it, get it back in there while we make the crust and do the first phase of the second pizza. The kids are coming to eat, and it was perfect timing for me just to go ahead and do it live and do 2 pizzas. And that's what I decided to do. I could have just done a video and edited it, but since I had to make 2, it made sense to have one in the oven so that y'all could see the final product. So that's what we're doing. And this is just mozzarella cheese from Aldi. I got it 2 days ago. I think I went shopping the day that did I go the day you went fishing or the day before? The day before.
The day before, I think. Yeah, she made this, Miss Lori made this video 5 years ago. And I remember you saying, I want to make, make that.
And then I never did.
5 years later, we just now making it.
Time flies, don't it? Oh, and by the way, we have got to talk to you about the year we got married. Because yesterday we talked about our honeymoon, and I told everybody we got married. Y'all, this is why I tell people all the time, don't always take what I say as the gospel, because I mess up. My head and my mouth don't say what I want it to. They don't line up. For real. I've got some cheese right here that's
already grated.
Yeah, and it's real tiny part skim, so I'm going to use it as well. But anyway, what I was going to tell y'all is we got married in 2000. I told y'all yesterday we got married in 2020.
Yeah, newlyweds.
And everybody was so confused. And I thought, well, Lord have mercy. I'm going to try to tell them the next time I get on here when we really got married. So, yeah, we got married in 2000. It's real easy to know how many years we've been married because it's whatever year it is. Like if it's 2025, this is our 25th anniversary. It's easy for Chris. I'm cutting up onions. Now, Amy's Chris don't like onions, so I won't be putting onions on their pizza, but me and Chris want onions on ours. Is that enough for us, you think?
Oh, plenty.
I like a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got mushrooms right here I chopped up that are fresh, and just a little bit of pepper. We'll chop a little bit of pepper. And somebody told me when I bought this knife, I would have to use a special sharpener, and I used my SOG that I always tell y'all to buy right here on the counter that clamps to the counter, and it did wonderful. So I'm using it. Peppers, cut them in half for our pizza.
We're not planning on doing anything special for our 25th.
Oh, Lord, no.
As of now.
No. Y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. We make we do make a little bit of money, but by the time we pay our taxes, we don't have a whole lot left because we don't have a lot of overhead to write off. So YouTubers, even if they do well, by the time they have to pay taxes on that money, it really does. You really wouldn't be shocked. You wind up hardly not making anything. I'm serious. So me and Chris can't just do anything we want to. And especially since we moved in this location, because, we live here in this bigger house. So I just don't know how people do it that live in these big, big fancy homes. And I all the time, this thing is so sharp. I think, how do people pay their bills? I mean, right now, as high as the power is, oh my stars, I got our power bill this past month, and y'all, we didn't even run our heater in this other part of the house at all, even during the cold part, and I just couldn't believe how much the power bill was.
They want to see your knife.
I like had a heart attack. Oh, this is from Walmart.com, and you can get it on Amazon as well. Is forged. The difference is that this one is mailed from China, so it's only 40-something bucks, and it's a wonderful, wonderful knife for 40-something bucks. It's a Henkel's, and it does say the stainless steel is German stainless steel. Okay, it's forged and primed by German Henkel's.
So it's assembled in China.
Yes. So the blade is made in Germany. And y'all, it is wonderful. And you're talking about a very affordable price for a wonderful knife. It is.
She's always looking for different products and stuff. Like she bought 2 or 3 different knives and compared them and all that. Usually the stuff she likes,
I'll say it.
Yeah.
Amy's cat's whining.
There she is.
She's a very vocal cat. A lot of y'all think that she's unhappy, but she's not. That's how she talks. She talks constantly. She's underneath me all the time, and
when she's in the house.
Yeah, and she's just constantly whining. We could go ahead and put no, we can't, can we? We could go ahead and mix up
Well, we'll have 10 minutes to.
It's 2 minutes and 40-something seconds.
Okay.
Oh, I can open this.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
I'm just trying to see anyway, we got married in 2000, not 2020. And I'll just be honest with y'all. I will be thinking something, and it happens constantly, especially when I'm cooking and talking, because you're doing more than one thing at a time. And I mess it up. This is, I've never bought this before. They had it on sale. I think Chris bought it.
You know what? We did have it one time before. We really liked it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember.
You had got it, and it was on sale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, y'all told me how good it was, because I was telling y'all one day how much more expensive it was than the Aldi brand, and y'all said, well, it's worth it. And so I bit the bullet, and I bought some, and we're going to use it on our pizza. I know It
was $2. I got it on sale when I bought it. It was like $2 off a jar.
Yeah. You got it at Publix the other
I
day.
did. And we have links. Somebody asked about, is there a link for the knife? We have links for everything on CollarValleyCooks.com.
We do. We have links for everything. The knife sharpener. Look at this sharpener, y'all. Y'all see how that sticks to the counter? This is my favorite knife sharpener. If you've got an old knife and you don't want to buy a knife, you can buy one of these. It's called the SOG. It's kind of dirty because I use it all the time. And you just put it on the counter, and it's got a suction cup on the bottom. And then you just pull this down right here. And when you sharpen, see how tight that is? I mean, it's tight. So then when you sharpen the knife, you pull it towards you. And it tells you on this how to pull it. And it's wonderful. So if you want to use the knife you've had for your whole life and you just want to sharpen it easy, get you one of these. It's on the website as well. All right, y'all ready to get out this pizza? Y'all can come over here and see. This is our sausage. Chris did the browning part. There's some kind of big pieces in there. I'll chop them up just a little bit.
I wanted big pieces.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh. Lord,
Did it
my
on purpose.
husband. Got us out some grease to grease up our skillet with. You want to grease a skillet. All right, here we go. It's been 20 minutes. Y'all ready to see this crazy crust? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now you put the toppings on it, and
Then we'll show you how to make it.
then we're going to show you how to make the crust. Boy, it looks good, don't it?
It sure does.
It looks really good, y'all. So now we're going to put the toppings on it. Oh, it's hot.
Be careful.
I know.
Burn your
Now,
own.
you don't want tomato on yours, do you?
Not really, no.
Now, I didn't put pizza seasoning in my crust. I just sprinkled a bunch on the top because that's the way I did my my macaroni pizza the other day. Y'all, I ate that whole thing. I ate that whole macaroni pizza over several days in a row. That thing was so good. And these seasonings are so delicious. If you don't have any pizza seasonings or some good spaghetti, really you need some pizza seasoning. You should get you some if you like to make pizzas because it really adds to the flavor of the pizza.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Do you want more pepperoni now?
No.
You don't?
I mean, unless you do. Because it'll be on top of your cheese if you do that. Now, that's up to you.
What, the pepperoni?
Yeah, I think it's got plenty of pepperoni on it.
I wanted it on top of the cheese.
Okay, put it on top of the cheese.
Matter of fact, I should have put the cheese on after the onion.
No, this is the way.
Well, you're supposed to make this pizza upside down.
This is the way she did it. Ooh, well, that's a lot of cheese, girl.
Well, it's like pizza.
Okay,
We're going to put a few of these on it just for funsies.
just to make it pretty.
Yeah.
Did we get everything?
Oh,
on?
I didn't get mushrooms on it.
I want mushrooms.
I know you do.
You take that off.
Do you want me to take this off?
Yeah. The mushrooms down there where they go. There
All
we
right.
go. We can do it.
All right. Chris wants mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
See, I get to talking. Just like a older woman. And man do it too. Chris is starting to do stuff.
I don't know about that.
He just went to the grocery store the other day and used somebody else's buggy and didn't even bring home our groceries.
Yeah, I did.
You brought home part of our groceries.
I brought home half of them.
I know. So he can't talk about me too much. Y'all, we all do goofy stuff when we get older.
Do you want tomatoes on it?
On my side, yes.
Okay.
But I like mine kind of toasted. Woo, that looks good, don't it? I love tomatoes on my pizza, y'all. Chris don't. I love them. Okay, this looks amazing. I'm still going to sprinkle it some.
Okay.
You cannot have too much of this stuff. Now, it's hard to find this, really hard to find this. It's called Gourmet Collection Pizza Palooza. You're not going to find it at the grocery store, I can tell you that. You got to find it like on Amazon or Walmart.com or Bales or somewhere like that, in a home goods store, something like that. And they have a website. You can get it straight from their website. Look at that.
So we're just going to put it in there long enough to melt all that.
10 minutes. By the time that gets in there, we're going to have made the crust on the other one, and y'all are going to know how to do it.
Okay.
Y'all are going to know how to do it.
You're going to put the timer on?
Yep.
So
timer 10.
Since both of us are forgetting stuff.
Boy, that looked pretty, didn't it?
Yep.
All right, y'all ready? Come on over here.
Number 2. Oh, you're going to mix it over here?
Come on over here.
Okay.
All right. It's a cup of all-purpose flour.
Okay.
2 eggs.
This is very easy to do.
Anybody can do it. Your teenagers and your kids can even do it.
You didn't put any sauce on the pizza.
I sure didn't. I have lost my mind.
Yes.
Well, anyway, we'll
dip it in sauce.
We'll dip it in sauce and make sure we put sauce on this one. Did somebody say it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That was the first thing I was supposed to do. 2 eggs, a cup of flour, a teaspoon of salt, 2/3 cup of milk. And let me give you a fork. Got that good sauce out and didn't even put it on our pizza.
Yeah, bragged on it.
It was so pretty. This one will be just as good. And we'll make sure to get sauce on this one.
Be nice.
This one won't be quite as thick because this skillet's just a little bit bigger. Miss Lori actually used a 12-inch skillet.
Yeah, she had a big old skillet.
Well, actually, she said 15-inch. So she had a really thin crust pizza.
Yes, but she said they like thin crust pizzas.
Right. So the bigger the skillet or pan you use, then the thinner the crust will be. But now Chris has always been a thick crust kind of guy. I love thin crust myself.
Are you going to put any of the...
Nope.
You're just going to put it on top?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then you just grease your skillet good. You don't want it to stick.
Now you can put not pizza seasoning, like Italian or pizza seasoning, straight into the batter, because that's what she did in hers.
All right. And then you're just going to pour your batter into the skillet.
And it's thin.
And let it spread out. And I'm going to go wash my hands. I got shortening on them.
Okay.
And then got to use some soap to get the shortening off.
Okay.
I was thinking it would have been good to butter the skillet, but you'd have to use a lot of butter.
Mm-hmm.
It'd taste good, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Some people don't like shortening and they don't have it. So if you don't, you'll have to use a lot of butter or olive oil. All right, now we're going to put our sausage on this. Y'all, this is so easy. And it's going to be so good. So when it comes out of the oven, the first thing you're supposed to do is put your sauce on it. That's the first thing you're supposed to do. And I just didn't do the first thing.
We were so excited.
I was so excited about how pretty it looked. So it's kind of like pizza bread.
Yeah.
All right, that's plenty, I think.
Okay.
And then we're going to get some pepperonis and put on it.
Okay.
And that's all there is to it. And then you put it in the oven for 20 minutes. Now see how fast that was? I bet it didn't take me 5 minutes.
It takes longer to put the pizza together than it does to make the
crust.
It's crazy, ain't it? That's why they call it crazy crust.
And if we stay on here long enough, you can see this one.
Yeah, maybe we'll
and
we'll
see
do the
how
right
it
thing.
looks, since it's a little thinner. And this one the kids will be eating because he don't like onions. I might put onions on half of it because Amy likes them.
Yeah, just do half.
All right, that's pretty in my new skillet, ain't it?
Yes.
All right, we're going to slide it in the oven. I've got to wipe my hands off.
Okay.
Watch out, Happy-O. All right. And now all we have to do is wait 5 minutes. Y'all, it took me 5 minutes to put that pizza together. I mean, the first part of the pizza together. There ain't nothing to it. Oh, I didn't sprinkle it.
Nope.
Let me sprinkle it.
That's probably why she put
I know.
put it in her
Yeah,
batter.
I know, but I like a bunch sprinkled on there so I can taste it really well.
All right, so in 5 minutes, when that one goes off, we'll set the timer for another 15, I guess, for the crust on the oven.
All right.
All right, now what are we gonna do?
I'm not even gonna eat this thin mozzarella.
No. Oh yeah, we got plenty of cheese, don't we?
Yeah.
We got it made.
Yeah.
So if y'all hadn't ever watched Whoop Will Holler,
Oh yes.
they're pretty good. She's a pretty good cook.
She's a very good cook and she's smart.
Yes.
And she's also a homesteader.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how to do more than I do, homestead wise.
They live in Arkansas.
Yes. And she's got a kitchen that you can just dream about. I mean, I love my kitchen, don't get me wrong. But Chris won't let me decorate it up. Like, I want to put a bunch of stuff in here, and he thinks he won't let me. He wants it to look, not cluttered. And I'm a cluttered kind of person. And Whippoorwill Holler has tons of stuff just everywhere. And I love it. Love it. So, and she's got an oven stove that's antique, and it's got the double, and it's like what I would have loved to have dreamed of had, but couldn't afford it. This one was only $3,000.
It's way more than that now, though. Somebody said it going way.
No,
up.
you can still get this one for still get this one for I'm pretty sure not 3,000, but you can get it for $3,999 all day long. And I got it for $3,000 because I got it on a huge sale day.
Yeah.
And when I seen it drop, that's when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So most of these stoves, a lot of people think you pay $20,000 for, but you can get the cheaper brands. This is a Forno. It's not as expensive. But now you do have to, if you don't have gas, even if you do have gas coming in the house, to get a stove like this that has the double burners and there's 8 of them, you do have to get a bigger gas line. I have had people ask me that.
Yeah, you have to have a professional install a gas line for you.
So we did have to have a gas line run that was large enough to accommodate all those burners. So it is a little different. But if you're getting a new oven and your kitchen is under a remodel stage, you may be able to do that, because we were able to do it. And it wasn't terribly expensive. So.
And if you really want to do it, you can still do it.
Yeah, and we waited and got our refrigerator. We still don't have a new dishwasher. This dishwasher is old as the hills. It's still got one of the big fat elements as big around as your finger in the bottom, that dries, so it dries the dishes really good. So you can get them, and you don't have to get everything at one time. So we waited, and we didn't get this until a year later. And then I don't know when we'll get a dishwasher, if I'll even get one, because right now this one's doing really good. It's doing a great job, and I doubt I get rid of it.
Yeah.
My goodness.
You don't want to mess with something that's working.
Okay, it's time.
It's time. So she's going to reset the time so we'll have enough time to cook our other crust.
All right, y'all ready to see our beautiful pizza? I should have cleaned this off.
Yeah, I wondered why. Well, we got to make another pizza, so you couldn't clean it up.
Well, I know, but I wanted to slice this one on it.
Oh, we can put it.
Look at it. Woo, that looks good.
That is a fine looking.
You
pizza.
know those pizzas you get down at that restaurant, they put sauce on the top.
The Chicago style.
Yes, they do. They sure do. They where we get a pizza all the time. Chris loves it. I'm not crazy about it.
I love Chicago style.
He loves it.
Look at that.
But they just put all of their sauce on the top of the pizza. And I want y'all to see this crust. It's very dark.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. Let's see if I can. I don't know if you can cut this inside here. You think you
No,
can?
I don't think you're going to be able to. Let's just.
You want me to take it out, slice it, and then
Yeah.
just put it back in there?
Or we can put it on a cookie cutter, cookie sheet, or something like that. If you want to. Do whatever you want to, Tammy.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna put it right here.
That's what I was thinking. I knew you were going to do that. Man, that's a fine looking pizza.
Look at my skillet, y'all. This is the old skillet. And see how shiny and flat it is on the bottom? And you can't.
You're going to drip that on the dogs.
There's nothing to drip, Chris.
It did drip
And
out.
there's, you can't see anything on the bottom. It's so old.
Yep.
That's the best kind of skillet right there. You can slice it and put it back in the skillet. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that looks good.
Mm-hmm. Now, this was a smaller skillet, so the crust is thicker.
10 inch.
Now, I think she said when she did this recipe,
She did 15.
it went, yeah, but she said they did it for like a 10 by 15 something, some kind of pan. Like it wasn't an iron skillet.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people make it in a pan, but I'm going to tell you, iron skillet makes a good pizza. All right, let's show it to y'all. And since we didn't get our sauce on the pizza like ding dongs, I'm going to pour some in here.
It's not as easy making pizza as it seems. Ooh, that's
It's a thick
nice,
crust.
thick crust. Now, if you have a 12-inch, obviously
It'd be thinner.
thinner.
You want to taste it, or you want me to taste it?
You can go ahead, but it's probably pretty hot right now.
Well, yeah, but you like stuff hot compared to me.
I'll try.
All right.
I'll try. There you go. Yep.
Yeah. Boy, don't that look good?
I like the way it
Here, let me
looks.
zoom in on it.
Smoking. I like the way it looks.
Now, don't burn your lips.
Nothing else. Don't worry.
What do you think?
We have tried and tried to make homemade pizza, and I have never been satisfied with it. But I like this.
You do like this one. Yeah, Chris has never been satisfied with homemade pizza.
You got too much seasoning on it.
You think so?
Pizza palooza. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I can't. I could never have too much seasoning on my pizza.
But
on that next
tastes
pizza.
great. And the crust tastes good. It is hot now. Careful, Miss Tammy.
Mmm. That's good. I don't think there's too much seasoning.
Season to taste.
Now, there's a lot of salt in the crust. Very good.
The crust is very tasty.
Yeah.
I didn't think the crust would have that much taste to it.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, really good.
All right, I'm going to put it back in here to make it pretty.
Okay. We'll reassemble it.
See all that cheese?
Mm-hmm. I'll eat that. It fell right there. Mushrooms are really good on it.
It does have a lot of spice on it, don't it?
Mm-hmm. It's because it's on top.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
probably the only reason I said that.
That tomato's even better.
Yeah.
Or the tomato is.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that sausage, their Italian sausage is really good. Swaggerty's.
Oh, yeah. They have a wonderful, Swaggerty's has wonderful sausage. And you can tell I've got it open. And we are sponsored by Swaggerty Sausage. And they are an amazing sausage company, a family-owned company in Tennessee. And they do a wonderful job. And I was always a Swaggerty's fan before they even contacted me about
we used it
being a sponsor.
Yeah, we used it for years. That's the reason they did contact us, because we used it so long.
I want to look at this. Do you want this one as brown as that one?
I think it's fine. But I mean, as long as it's done, you just want to, it's not pulled away from me. Well, yeah, it is too. It's just got.
I think it's ready.
I think we'll let it cook.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Personally.
All right.
This is it's a big decision.
Big decision. What do you want to stay on here for them? Or,
if
we
y'all
still
want
got
to,
8 minutes.
Well, let's give it 5 minutes and then we'll take it out. We'll take it out 3 minutes early.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
So if y'all want to stick around, we'll stay on here. And then when we put this other pizza together, we'll put the sauce on it.
Correctly.
Well, I hope we will. So if you got any questions while we got this 5 minutes, lay it on us. It's everything I can do not to go over and start eating those 2 pieces we got sitting out. It's got a lot of flavor.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good pizza.
Y'all will be very happy with
I'm
it.
excited.
Very happy. And look how fast it is to make. So fast to make.
I mean, it's just ridiculous how easy that is to do. But when she made hers on her channel, she was saying that a kid can make it. Like it would be fun to make it with kids because you just pour the batter out, you know.
Really good.
What's the cat's name? The cat that was meowing is Kiawa. Look at that. She just ate pizza.
I'm going to taste this and see if I think it's too much salt.
In the crust?
Mm-hmm. I think it is. But now that's me. I don't like a lot of salt. Mm-hmm. If I were going to make this again, I wouldn't put a whole teaspoon in a cup of flour.
Yeah, might do a half.
I would do a half teaspoon.
Yeah.
That's the difference I would make in the crust.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good. It's just salty.
Yeah, she did a couple of things different than the recipe that she was using when she made it.
And I think that's what's making my pizza palooza overbearing is the fact that the bottom part is salty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As well. You know what I mean? Because pizza palooza
is salty too.
I guess it is.
You think it is?
Some of them have salt, some of them don't. There ain't no salt in this.
Oh, okay. Well.
It's all in that crust. That salt taste. Which makes sense because a teaspoon of salt is a lot for 1 cup of flour.
Yeah.
But you know, when you go out to eat,
they put a lot of salt.
They put a lot of salt in everything.
Yep.
So if you want it to taste like a restaurant pizza, you're going to have to put that extra salt in there. But if you're like me and you don't like as much salt,
Well, that Italian sausage and pepperoni
and the cheese
and the cheese
all has salt in it already.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's what I would do different.
Yeah.
Sure is. Any more questions?
Is it all-purpose flour? Yeah, it was 1 cup of all-purpose flour,
2/3 cup of milk.
2 eggs.
I would say a half teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs,
That was it.
and then a teaspoon of pizza seasoning or spaghetti seasoning.
If you want to put it in the crust.
If you want to put it in the crust instead of sprinkling it on there like I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably put 3 teaspoons of seasoning on my pizza.
You know how much she put in for Italian seasoning? 3 teaspoons. When she did hers. You just turn around and get the same.
What did you just say?
I said that's what she put in hers.
Oh, Lori put that in there.
When she did hers.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we're baking it on 425 for right at 20 minutes. Is it about time?
And I've drank a whole Coke since we've been on here. Ooh.
This is not a healthy.
Woo!
Not a healthy eating
so
night.
good to me. We don't always get Coke, but you got to have Coke with pizza.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get it out and do it.
Best dishwasher detergent for cast iron. Well, I think that's a trick question.
Woo!
We're not going to answer it.
She say best dishwasher.
Detergent for cast iron.
Any of
trying to
it.
get an argument started.
Any of it.
You don't put a cast iron thing in the dishwasher, can you?
Not in the dishwasher, but she said dish
No,
detergent.
she said dishwasher detergent.
I think she means dish detergent. I use all I use is the one that the ducks got washed with. What's it called? Dawn?
Dawn.
I use Dawn.
Dawn. All right.
Hey, I did it right this time, y'all. Now, see, I'm going to like this one better because it's not quite as thick. I like a thin crust.
It's a good looking sauce. Is that got?
That's got tomato in it.
It's got mushrooms in it already, don't it?
Yeah, this one was a mushroom flavor.
Whoa, look at that.
But not many. But it does have some. Okay.
So you're going to do half.
You want me to do this one where
Half.
cheese is on the very top and everything else is on the bottom?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. So I guess.
Half onions, because we don't need the onions.
Right.
This is a 10.25-inch pan.
Brand new skillet. I just ordered. It's lightweight. I love it already.
Black lock.
It's black stone.
No, it's black lock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lodge. And if you want to go back in the video, I showed the thing, the little thing that was in the bottom of the pan that shows what kind of pan it was. It's a fine looking pizza. Even better than the last one, possibly. It's going to have extra mushrooms.
Well, I didn't have enough chopped.
Yeah, if you want a thin crust, just get a bigger pan. You can just get a, it don't have to be a cast iron skillet. I mean, you could use a, like a cake pan or something like that. And that's really
big round something.
Yeah, so it'll just.
And it don't have to be round, it can be square.
Yeah.
It's a pizza. That's all the pepper I got.
You want tomatoes? Earl, we're not eating this.
Do what?
Will they want tomatoes?
I don't know.
Just throw a few on
They're
there.
getting a few.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Oh, that one shouldn't go on there. It's got too much of the rind.
We're not cooking the pizza twice. We pre-cooked the crust, and then now we got to melt the cheese.
You cook the crust with the meat on it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you put toppings on it and cook it 10 minutes. Just enough to melt the cheese, pretty much.
And she's doubling the pepperoni.
Yeah, I am.
The original recipe just called for pepperoni in the crust, which is what we did to start with. So she's getting extra. And the cheese.
I'm going to put more cheese on this one.
Okay.
After I put my cheese up.
Okay.
Now this cheese was shredded. The other we shredded earlier. Well, I'm going to put this together some. It takes longer to do this than it does to mix the crust up.
Yep. That's a pizza pie.
Yep.
Right there.
All right, it's going in. Now that one we did right. That's why I wanted to do two. And that way, if you make a mistake, you can turn around and fix it. All righty. I could turn on the convection and it'd be done even quicker. Do you want me to?
If you want to.
I'll do it. Oh, actually, I think it was already on.
I'm sure it was because.
Yeah. Is it so toasty?
Yeah, since it's a high temperature.
Okay. I'm going to start cleaning up my mess.
All right.
And then we're going to wait and get that out. And y'all are going to see how pretty that one is. And some of y'all may have already done. And that's all right.
Yep.
You got to see how to do the crust. You got to see how to top it. Oh, I didn't put any of this on it. But you wanted less on that one, so that's good. I got it on the bottom part. I just don't put it, I just didn't put it on the top.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's the good thing about pizza is you can make it any way you want. Any toppings you want.
Olives. I love olives.
Yeah,
They would have loved olives. They like olives. Chris don't like olives. And I love them.
The recipe for the crust and everything will be in the
I'll put it in the description.
yeah, we'll do in the description, but it was 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and Tammy's going to say a half teaspoon of salt,
2/3 cup of milk and 2 eggs.
Yeah, 2/3 cup of milk and 2
And
eggs.
it's real runny. So you can write that down. So if you make it a long time from now, you won't be scared and think you did it wrong because it's
worried.
runny. Runny.
What would happen if I cooked it only once? It'd be just a big mess.
I don't think it would. I mean, you could. It would just take longer to cook it.
Yeah, it'd take forever.
But I do believe the crust, because it is so runny, I think you
Crust has
should
gotta
do it like it
rise.
tells you to do it.
Yeah.
And the reason, because it's exposed in the oven, the crust,
Yeah.
then that center part gets done.
Yeah.
And when it's not exposed like that, then it would probably, like when we go to eat that Chicago pizza Chris likes or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It takes 50 minutes for them to cook it. So in order to get the crust completely done, you would have to cook it even longer. So I would suggest you do the 20 minutes and the 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to take 40 or 50 minutes.
Guys, when this video is over, we are going to put the recipe in the description.
Yes.
The description may not say exactly what we're doing right this second, but we're going to fix it. We'll have the
y'all got to
pizza.
give us time. This is live.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I didn't hit monetization on this one either, Mr. Nipples.
Well, here, take this.
I can't do that. Not during the live. I can do that after we get off. Sure didn't. Sometimes they'll do it anyway, but most of the time they don't.
Pizza Palooza is a gourmet collection. We have a bunch of those. I'll show them to you. But we usually get ours like at Marshall's or Bell's or Ross or something like that. And they'll have like all these different varieties of it. That's the Pizza Palooza right there.
But it's hit or miss when you buy it somewhere like that. So if you really want to get their spices, the smartest thing to do is go to their website.
Yep.
Go to their website and order them from their website, and then you can get all you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to get them to let me, shout out for them, and they didn't respond.
Well,
but I like their spices, so I'm using them anyway.
Don't buy them.
I'm going to use what I like, y'all. Just like White Lily's not sponsoring us, but I still use it. They used to sponsor us, but they had some budget cuts last year.
Yes, this is called Crazy Crust Pizza.
Crazy Crust Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called.
Mm.
It's really good, ain't it?
That'd be good just to make like cheese bread with.
Oh yeah, I mean you could do cheesy bread.
All kinds of stuff with that.
Cheesy bread. You can do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's super delicious, y'all. Super delicious. When I was growing up, I don't know if your mama did this or not, but when I was growing up, my mama, granted, she had 4 kids. She would buy Chef Boyardee pizza kit. Chef Boyardee pizza kits, a box pizza kit.
Yeah.
Did your mom ever do that?
Nope. No.
I'm going to ask them, did your mother ever buy Chef Boyardee pizza kits? They still sell them.
Yeah.
I
didn't have
and make a
until I was
pizza.
a teenager. Yeah, 9 by 13 pan. That'd be about the right size if you want a thin crust.
Yeah, it would be super thin. And know that it's going to draw up too. The crust is going to draw up some.
The first pizza I ever had was a place called Pizza Inn in Fort Oglethorpe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Pizza Inn.
Lord, we had a Pizza Hut when I was growing up.
Huh.
And we always got our pizza to go. Mama would go pick it up.
Hmm.
We never ate in there. And then Petro's had pizza.
Yeah.
And we would go in there. Mom and Daddy didn't take us in a restaurant until we were teenagers. We never went inside a restaurant.
Yeah. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda just gave us a little money.
Oh, that's sweet. But we would get pizza to go. But now, if I had been in a restaurant, because my aunt and uncle, Carolyn and David Sullins, would always go to Petro's after the ball games. And if we were ever with them, we got to go into Petro's.
Yes.
And so it was a big treat on a Friday night. Big treat for us because we never got to go anywhere. Daddy was a farmer and a contractor, and he just didn't take us anywhere. He never took us on a vacation. Never. We would go to Six Flags in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And we never went camping. We never went anywhere. But now, when I was 14, he got some property in Gulf Shores. Believe it or not, my daddy, he was just a tightwad because he invested in property in Gulf Shores when I was 14 years old. And the first condominium that was built there, Daddy bought one of the condos and he took us down there. And that was the first time.
They say our audio's cutting out, so we probably.
Oh, it's probably, it's probably dead. It was the first time I ever saw the beach. I guess we need to go. Let me just take it out of the oven.
We need to end it because.
I'm just going to take this out and let y'all see it. Oh, it's done anyway.
That's good.
I've got to charge our audio today, Mr.
Do you think if I take this out, they'll be able to hear us?
Yes, they will.
Okay, we took off the microphones.
You should be able to hear us now. Sorry
Hopefully,
about that.
y'all can hear us.
They died on us. Boy, that looks good, don't it?
That's awesome.
So anyway, my daddy got property at Gulf Shores when it first, before, there was just one condo there. And so the first time I ever did go was to, now this is a new skillet, so it's not gonna just slide off the bottom like my old skillet did, probably.
Yeah, it is too.
There it goes. Get up under there. There you go. I want them to see the bottom. I want them to see the, can they see it?
Yep, it's good.
I love to cut a pizza on my cutting board. It's just easy.
Looks too good.
Now this one's a little thinner because the pan's just a little bigger. And y'all are about to see how it looks. How thick it looks. Can you see the?
Yeah, there it is. Looks good.
So it is thinner.
Yeah. Well, let's let them go so we can eat our pizza.
Woo! Y'all, that looks so good. And I've got to remember which side's the onion side for the kids. I hope y'all enjoyed our video. I hope you make a crazy crust pizza because it's delicious. All right? And it would be, I tell you what, if you've got a 12-inch iron skillet, that would be perfect. All right? We'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. And today, I got this from Whippoorwill Holler. Thanks, Whippoorwill Lori. Bye.